Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here on the show, and we're starting with the news. We're going to do NFL, NBA, MLB, and wrestling. Cover that in this video, and then a little bit I'll do college football news. And we done, what, 4 or 5 videos yesterday. I'm going to do 4 today. Tomorrow I'm going to do like 7 videos, because I have 4 college basketball games, 2 playoff games, and the Warriors. And probably do news videos as well, so I'll do like 7, 8 videos tomorrow. My Lord, be busy. So, taking it easy here. So let's start with the NFL. So, the Bills, they have activated receiver Curtis Samuel and defensive tackle Ed Oliver from injured reserve, and are both expected to play Saturday at Denver. So, at least they got a few guys back from injured reserve. Like, this receiving core is injured to hell, so they need somebody back. They've also elevated Mecole Hardman Jr. and Frank Gore Jr. from the practice squad. So some playoff news right there. Huge news for Buffalo. Some more huge news. The Texans have ruled out wide receiver Nico Collins for Sunday's game versus the Patriots. He was carted off last week after suffering concussion. He did not practice this week. I figured he wouldn't play. You know, it's kind of a short week and concussion protocol, especially not practicing. Figured he wasn't going to play. I mean, it's just unfortunate that he's not going to play. But yeah, the Patriots, it looks like they're going to win this game. But that Texans defense though is tough, so you got to get past that. Chargers, another offensive coordinator candidate. They've completed an interview with Brian Callahan for their offensive coordinator position. So another candidate there for the Chargers. The Falcons, they interviewed Antonio Pierce for their head coach opening. Former Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon is scheduled to interview Sunday in Tennessee for the Titans head coaching job. Falcons offensive coordinator Zach Robinson is interviewing today in Philadelphia for the Eagles offensive coordinator job. He also has interviewed for the same jobs with Tampa Bay and Detroit. So we have an update with the Giants and John Harbaugh. The Giants and John Harbaugh, this is per Schefter, still are working through the details of their contract, and it's not done yet per sources. The final issues aren't over money, it's over language. There's no derailment, and nothing has changed. One source said talks continue. The two sides are working to get across the finish line. Sounds like they're almost there, man. But just stop dropping updates until it's official. I swear, this is the same update, like, the night of this news. The Cleveland Browns have interviewed Nate Shalacy, the Rams offensive coordinator, for their head coach opening. He also has the Steelers and Raiders today, the Ravens on Saturday, and then the game versus the Bears on Sunday. A lot this weekend for him, man. The Chargers complete an interview with Shane Day for their offensive coordinator position. Dolphins completed an interview with Robert Saleh, 49ers defensive coordinator, for their head coaching position. Eagles GM Howie Roseman, he downplayed the A.J. Brown trade talk and called him a great player, is what he said. So basically, shut those down. Shut down the rumors. So let's see what we got here from JP Football. So rumors: free agent running back Rodrigo Dallas seeking a multi-year deal in free agency and a role with the team as their lead back. A reunion in Carolina seems unlikely at this point, but they welcome him back at the right price. Well, if he's want a multi-year deal, I don't think Carolina's bringing him back. Cowboys are expected to place a $6 million second-round tender on star kicker Brandon Aubrey. Rumors: Colts wide receiver Michael Pittman Jr. may have to restructure his contract to avoid having to play elsewhere in 2026. Kevin Stefanski is considered the front runner for Falcons head coaching job. It's another rumor. That's all from JP Football, though. So, see what we got from Rappaport. So, the New York Jets completed virtual interviews with the following candidates for their defensive coordinator opening. They interviewed Matthew Arujo, Ephraim Bonda, DeMarcus Covington, Chris Harris, Daronte Jones, Jim Leonhard, Wink Martindale, and Jim O'Neill. Wink Martindale, kind of an interesting group. I believe Jim Leonhard, he's really damn good. Hope the Cowboys don't get him. Hopefully the fucking Jets don't get him. But he's probably the best defensive coordinator option there. Joe Brady will have 2 interviews today after his team's divisional round game against the Broncos. Planned for him to interview with the Ravens and Falcons. The Brands announced they will interview Jesse Minter and Nate Chauncey today. The Titans are interviewing former Giants head coach Brian Dable for their head coaching job. Oh, God. He's also an offensive coordinator candidate. Chris Shula is going to interview with the Steelers, Ravens, and Dolphins. Michael LaFleur will interview with the Cardinals and Raiders. So, such a really big, important day for some of the Rams' assistants. But yeah, that's all for the NFL. Let's move on. So, let's move on to the NBA. Nothing from Shams. Let's just go through NBA Central, see what we have. So, this will be Jamal Collier. People in the Bucks organization are confident a big move is coming to keep Giannis happy, end quote. We always manage to pull something off, a team source told ESPN. The big move, in theory, should be getting rid of their head coach, first and foremost. Man, I just made some bullshit. That should be your big move. But the big move will be getting, like, Ja Morant or something. Andrew Wiggins, he's a name to watch for the Milwaukee Bucks. Oh, man. That's sure going to help Giannis. Andrew Wiggins has actually been good this year, but still, dude, that's not going to help Giannis. Oh, it's going to make him happy, man. It's going to make him happy. Sunshine and rainbows. Yeah, Andrew Wiggins is a name to watch. Doc Rivers believes Milwaukee struggles are due to injuries and says Denver and OKC are going through the same thing. We're just like Denver and OKC. That's all I need to read, man. No, you just suck. That's what. The Detroit Pistons and Boston Celtics are showing interest in Jaren Jackson Jr. The Clippers have discussed a trade that would land them DeMar DeRozan and Keon Ellis in exchange for John Collins. DeRozan and Kawhi ending up in the same team in their mid-30s after all that. That would be a typical Ballmer move. The Grizzlies are targeting one of the Bucks' first-round picks in Ryan Rollins, and trade talks with Milwaukee centered around Ja Morant. Sure, man. I don't know why the fuck you would do that.
Well, I'm trying to get Ryan Rollins
and the first-round pick. Man, Ja Morant ain't worth that at this point. The Pelicans are the latest team to show interest in Ja Morant. Oh, yes. Ja Morant and Zion Williamson. What a duo. The Heat are planning for 2028 free agency when names like Giannis, Nikola Jokic, and Donovan Mitchell can become available and are unlikely to aggressively pursue Ja Morant on the trade market. Just wait until later. Oh, yeah, man. They've been preparing for free agency every year, and they haven't signed any stars since Jimmy Butler. Ain't gonna happen. So you might as well try, I guess, get Ja Morant now, see if you can get the best out of him. But yeah, that's all for basketball here. Quite a bit of rumors here from NBA Central, but now let's move on. So, man, we have some more baseball here. Last night, we had the big news with Kyle Tucker. I guess I'll briefly go over it. You can get my full reaction with last night. I've done the reaction to them signing him. Obviously, I'm excited. Because, you know, I root for the Dodgers. Done the reaction video last night, but yeah, Kyle Tucker and the Dodgers, they were in agreement on a contract. Jeff Passan broke the news. It's 4 years, $240 million. Includes opt-outs after the second and third seasons. So it's $30 million to first, $64 million signing bonus, 4 years, $240 million. Opt-outs after years 2 and 3. So he signed last night. Then we had a 3-team trade. Tampa Bay, Cincinnati, and the Angels. That sent Josh Lowe to the Angels. Infielder Gavin Lux and right-hander Chris Clark to the Rays, and left-hand reliever Brock Burke to the Reds. Oh man, what a deal. Definitely the biggest news that broke in baseball last night. But the big news coming out today, we had Kyle Tucker signed last night. Now we have Bo Bichette. Infielder Bo Bichette and the New York Mets are in agreement on a 3-year, $126 million contract. After losing the Kyle Tucker sweepstakes, the Mets pivot quickly and get one of the best players left on the market. So, big move for the Mets here. So, he kind of felt like he's going to go. I thought the Blue Jays were still going to re-sign him after they didn't get Kyle Tucker, but no, they lose Bo Bichette to the Mets. His deal with the Mets contains no deferrals and opt-outs after the first and second seasons. This is the second huge dollar short-term deal. So, Mets finally get somebody. So, he gets a huge guarantee and flexibility to do it again. Yeah, 3 years, $126 million for Bo Bichette with 2 opt-outs. So the Phillies were close to an agreement with free agent catcher J.T. Realmuto, and they come to the agreement. 3 years, $45 million, can go up to $60 million. Yeah, kind of an overpay to me because the dude has like a 91 OPS plus last 3 years. He's a 35-year-old catcher, just put up a 91 OPS plus with below average defense for the third year in a row. 3 years, $45 million is wild, man. For him. The White Sox have expressed interest in free agent outfielder Michael Conforto. Wow, man. Oh, man. That's just typical White Sox move. They got 418 at-bats for the Dodgers last year. So ass. But yeah, that's some MLB news, man. Kyle Tucker news from last night, and we had some news today here. So let's move on to wrestling to close it out here. Well, I guess from SmackDown, I guess Cody Rhodes, he declared himself the first entrant to the 2026 Royal Rumble match. SmackDown's obviously, he seems it started at like 3 p.m. But he declared himself the first entrant to the Rumble match. I guess there's a little spoiler for you guys. I'm not going to cover anything else that happened on SmackDown. I'll save that for the review. Advertised was Drew McIntyre, the Undisputed Champion, Carmelo Hayes, the U.S. Open Challenge, Randy Orton versus The Miz in a 4-way qualifying match. Also in a 4-way qualifying match, Damian Priest, Solo Sikoa, Matt Cardona, and Trick Williams, Sami Zayn, and Ilya Dragunov. Man, really nothing advertised for the women. That's crazy. So, this is via Race 1, the Racing Observer's Taylor grain of salt. There's reportedly a focus put on black male talent and bodybuilders this week instead of be trials due to criticism. The Triple H doesn't push the black male talent. We just hear this freaking narrative every few months. It's just so tiring and annoying on social media. And besides, it's Dave Meltzer, so take this with a grain of salt. So, the current 2 Undisputed Championship match ideas that are poorly being considered for WrestleMania this year is Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes. And Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu. This is via Wrestling Observer. Take it with a grain of salt. I mean, the main event seems so fucking boring, man. Triple H reportedly decided that doing a Cody Roman match at WrestleMania for this year for the 3rd time in 4 years and spending months building the direction would lead to audience fatigue. Gee. Thanks, Triple H. Cody reportedly felt like it would be fresher to go into Mania chasing rather than defending, which is why he pushed for McIntyre to become the champion. Can somebody else do the chasing, though? Like, but I guess it's probably, I don't know, man. Maybe it's WWE wants it. Daria Ray, also known as Sonya Deville, arrived in TNA, and then Elena Black, formerly known as Cora Jade, signed with TNA. I forgot why she was even gone from WWE, why she got released. Guess because she was injury prone or something? I don't know. She looked great. Mike Santana won the TNA Championship. I won the TNA Championship. I had to be specific. Won the TNA Championship. Won it. No televised dates for like 35 days and lost immediately just to win it back. William Regal's role at WWE TV tapings is for him to critique the style and believability of the matches. Rey Mysterio was absent from WWE Raw this week due to a minor injury. He's expected to be back quickly. Street Profits' absence from WTV isn't due to injury. WWE simply took them off TV to allow them to freshen up. Whatever the fuck that means. Nick Nemeth was re-signed with TNA, but yeah, it's all the news here I want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. So, leave a like, subscribe for more. Till next time, Peace.